If you're running Facebook ads for your business, Facebook lookalike audiences might be one of the most overlooked audience pools that can decrease your cost per lead, decrease your cost per acquisition, and help you scale further. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create some of the most profitable Facebook ad lookalike audiences that you can go ahead and test today to see instantly better results. So let's go ahead and jump in. So we're in my brand new ad account right here. And don't worry if yours doesn't look like this. Ideally, you're already running ads and you already have some data. Doesn't matter in this case. I can already use this because I have other accounts that are connected to this to go ahead and create lookalike audiences, right? So even if you don't even have any ads running, you can still use this by uploading customer lists, by using your Facebook and Instagram audiences, and a lot of different other ways that you can go ahead and get valuable data to create lookalike audiences right from day one. Okay, so what we're going to be doing from here is we're going to go over into the audiences section right here. And that's going to be the first step to creating our lookalike audiences. So from here, what we can do is go onto the left side right here, and we can see there's a drop down right here, create audience. And then you can see we have our lookalike audiences and we have our custom audiences. So the difference between a custom audience is that essentially is creating an audience from our own owned data. So we can create a custom audience based on our Instagram followers, our Facebook followers, our ad engagers, everybody that's ever engaged with any of our social media accounts ever, which is just a really big audience pool typically, and it's very valuable to run for retargeting. And you can also upload lead lists and things like that, and that becomes your custom audience. Now, what a lookalike audience is essentially it's taking the data from your custom audience or from your pixel data, right? So all the data you have from purchase events or add to carts, things like that, and it's creating an audience that looks similar to that audience so that you can expand that out into the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, tens of millions of people that look most similar to that custom predefined audience. So if you have a pixel and you have a lot of data around purchases, you can go right into creating a lookalike audience, and I'll show you what that looks like here. But if not, what you can do is start out with a custom audience creation and then build a lookalike off of that. Now, really quickly, if you're enjoying the video, appreciate you hitting the like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, my name is Blake Bauer. I make videos about how to run ads better, right? I have a ton of videos on the channel on Facebook ads and Google ads and more. So if you could, subscribe to the channel. Now, first of all here, getting into the lookalike audiences with your pixel data right here, if we go ahead and click on create a lookalike audience, what it's going to do right here is it's going to prompt us to select a lookalike source, which is essentially our pixel that lives on our website. And the good thing is we don't even need to select any locations anymore. So before you would have to have enough data in the United States or in whatever country you're targeting to be able to create a lookalike audience. Now we can just create it with the data that we have. So what we can do is select our lookalike source right here. I'm going to search for our pixel. So this is my Jet Ads pixel right here. And so what we can do right here is that it's automatically going to give us an event with a value. It's going to try to get us to create a lookalike audience with our most valuable event, which is what you should be doing. So if you're an e-commerce brand and you have a lot of purchases on your pixel, and this is in the last 60 days, just an FYI. So you need to have kind of like recent data, a lot of data. You can create a lookalike audience based off of that. And again, that's going to be the most high value to you because you want to create a lookalike audience based on actual customers, right? If you're a B2B business, you want to create a lead list based on your actual customers that you can create a lookalike audience around. And so in this case, I actually have 9 purchases, right? You can kind of see some of the highest value that's passed. I have 3 unique customers in the last 60 days. So, there's not a lot of data right here. So if I go create this audience right here, I can go ahead and create this and it actually works. So I now have a 1% lookalike audience for my purchase events, but you have to know there's only 3 unique people in that audience pool. So this lookalike audience is probably not going to be very efficient, but you can actually create lookalike audiences no matter how little data you have, which is an update that they recently did. So this is the first and most easiest one to test. You can just continue to go back into here. So we have our 1%. We can go ahead and add in our pixel again right here. And we could do 2%, which is going to make that audience pool a bit bigger, right? So typically this will be like 100,000 to a couple 100,000. As you go bigger right here, this starts to get in towards like 500,000, 1 million. And then 10% is, 10 million plus. You're going to start to get to like almost the entire population right here. Or like 10% of like the United States population. It's still quite a large audience, right? You're talking multiple tens of millions of people. And so honestly, you want to test all of these different ones. So you can create a 2% audience, you can create a 5%, you can create a 10%. I would recommend if you don't want to test all of them at once, create a 1%, create a 5%, and create a 10%. So that's going to give you the biggest spread. So you can go ahead and test these different audiences to see which one is working best for your business. Now, that's just one way to create a lookalike audience. And if you're an e-commerce brand, that's the most easiest. And that's the only one you should really be testing and worrying about. But there's other things that you can also do. So you can go into here. Again, I'll get our pixel right here. And so if you have a physical store, you could also use that as an event source. I've never really done that, but you could do that as well. And so you could also go other event with a value right here. And so you could select, I don't actually have these events, but if you're an e-commerce brand, you could do add to cart. So you're going to have a bigger audience pool around that. And so you're going to have more data. So in theory, the list value should be better. You could also do initiate checkout. If you have a lead event, you could do lead as well, which is also valuable for your business. Now, the problem with the lead event, though, is that there's no value associated with that. So to get around that, we have to create a custom audience that includes all of our leads, to then which we can create a lookalike audience around all those leads that we've generated. But typically your add to cart, your add payment info, that should all have value. And so you could use each of those different ones. So as you can see here, if I go create a new source, I can use a custom audience, and then I can also use a custom audience with a customer value. So you can export a list that has all the purchase value or the total revenue generated, and you can upload that. And then you can also do a custom audience, again, which is what we're going to do, which uses our existing customers and our existing data. So now the next step right here, we're going to go to create audience and go to custom audience right here. And then what we can do is we can create a account. Let's say we're trying to run a lookalike audience for Instagram followers. We could easily create a lookalike audience that most look like our current set of Instagram followers, giving us a really targeted pool to use to generate Instagram followers. So I can go to Instagram account right here. I could select myself right here. This is my account. And what I could do is I could go account center accounts who started following this professional account. So this would include people who started following this Instagram account. People who unfollow this Instagram account will be removed. So this is all of your current followers of your Instagram account. And you could easily create this custom audience and use this to, you could run ads directly to this audience, or you could create a lookalike audience, which would be millions and millions of people that look most like your followers. So I can go ahead and create that. So now I have that custom audience right there, and you can see this is populating. We can also create another custom audience using our website right here. So this is using that same pixel event. And what we could do is we could create a custom audience around our website visitors. We could do people that visit a specific web page. We could do visitors by time spent. However, I would just recommend going right to the event that is most important to you. So for us, I'm going to use the lead event because that's an event that is valuable to us. That's typically what we're optimizing for, is that lead event. So we should have a lot of data there. And typically I'll do the max range for this, which is 180 days. So you can see maximum time 180 days. So that gives you the most data when creating your lookalike audience, which is what you want. So I'm going to go leads, 180 days. Boom, go ahead and create that audience now. And now I have both of these custom audiences that I can now use for a lookalike audience. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Lookalike Audiences. I'm going to go custom audience. Maybe it's going to get us to actually create the custom audience. We didn't maybe need to create the custom audience, but let's just go to website right here. Let's select lead again, 180 days. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back here, go to Lookalike Audiences right here, and then we're going to go ahead and select that audience that we just created right here. So we can go leads, other sources right here. Then we have this leads 180 days audience that we just created, and that becomes the audience that we're going to do to create this lookalike audience. So we could do the same thing here, 1%. We could go 5%, all the way to 10%. You could do like 6 here. This is going to give you like a bunch of weird splits, but what I typically do is just go 1. And then we can just do a 10% audience right now. Creating broader is typically better. So starting with that 10% is usually going to be your best audience, but you can test 1, test 5, you can test 10% again and see which works best. Okay, and so with that, we now have our lookalike audiences. From there, we could go ahead and create whatever custom audience that we wanted and create a lookalike audience based off of that from 1 all the way to 10% there, and just pretty much create unlimited audiences that we can go ahead and test. So now the only thing that we need to do is to just take these audiences, put them into an ad set, and go ahead and run some ads. And so to do that, all we got to do is go to campaigns right here, go ahead and create a new campaign. Let's say this is a sales campaign. So we can have all these settings set up right here. We're going to go to the ad set level right here, which is where we're going to add in our audience. This is going to go to the website. So we're going to maximize the number of conversions. Let's say we want to maximize the number of purchases right here. I'm going to go down to this level right here. And so what you can do is you can either suggest an audience now. So you can upload your lookalike audience and that's only suggesting it, which really means you're not giving it any direction about using that actual audience. Or what I would recommend doing is further limit the reach of your ads. So what this is going to do is switch to the manual option. So you only target that custom audience that you upload, which will be our lookalike audience. So I'm going to go switch this setup right here. And this allows us now to target this custom audience that we just created. And so I can go ahead and find that lookalike audience that I just created for leads right here, go ahead and add that in. And now I am targeting this lookalike audience that I just created. I could narrow this down further by country, age, gender. I could also add in some, demographic targeting or like interests, things like that. I would leave all of that though. I would try to, limit the country, limit the age range for sure, and the gender if that's applicable. but don't add in any interest beyond that. Just go ahead and add in that custom audience and go ahead and target that. That applies for retargeting as well. Just add in the custom audience. No need to add any of the other settings. And we would do all the other steps like usual. We'd go ahead and create our ads, and that would be ready to go. So there you go. That is everything that you need to know about how to create, set up, and the best lookalike audiences to use in Facebook ads. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if you're looking for some more training videos about how to actually set up Facebook ads in the best way possible, check out my channel for a ton of other videos on how to do that on not only Facebook ads, but also Google ads. Speaking of which, you can check out this video right here. YouTube thinks you're gonna like it.